And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And how about Josh Allen in 2020 going to the mountaintop and announcing that he was more than ready to become an elite quarterback in the NFL, and the number was 5. 5th in the league in passing with over 4,500 yards. 5th also in touchdown passes with 37. And that's a Bills franchise record. But let's face it, he's number 1 in the hearts of the Bills fans, and they expect him to be their guy for many years to come.
Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen to the veteran Sanders for the Buffalo first.
And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy, he's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why, the young quarterback, Josh Allen.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referees have.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. Throwing now is Allen. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what this game.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get down at about the Dolphins' 26. Be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They run for it with Breida, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Zach Moss played prep ball 8 miles from here in Hollandale Beach. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Second down at 4. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, it's Allen. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins ready to go to work on offense, led by their second-year quarterback out of Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here's Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Allen now on first down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Gaskin. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Allen. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Finding Gaskin underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This is Gaskin on the carry, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. They'll run now with Gaskin. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
No!
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's Difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 20.
49, guys.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua under pressure. They got him again. And Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. The Broncos trying to even their mark at 1-1 after dropping their opener a week ago. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Gaskin again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact...
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 16. An 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Touchdown! Emmanuel Sanders. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Allen gonna throw. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Miami. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Caught on the slant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected.